Hey everybody, and welcome to a one-off, and this time we're going to be playing Ghostbusters 2. Now the game was screwing with us. Instead, we're going to be playing the Three Stooges for the NES. This game is definitely an odd experience, but still pretty fun, in my opinion. Over at the Briwheel forums, they talked about guilty pleasure games, and I mentioned this game. And I was actually surprised at how many people actually liked that game. And so anyway, here's the plot of the game. It's pretty similar to the 2012 movie. You have an orphanage that needs the Stooges' help, or that needs their help. And then, let's see, to do this, we're going to have to play through different mini-games, and basically what I'm going to try and do is just show off all the mini-games and show off the ending, or the various endings you can get in this game. So let's go ahead and get this started. You get your option of 1 or 2 players. 2 players, you're essentially playing against each other to save the orphanarium first. And 1 player, it's just you, of course. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see, to do this you have to play through different mini-games. And the best part about this is that all of them are decided randomly by hand on a 10 count. And mouse traps are bad, so stay the hell away from those. 4 of those, your game's done. The one I picked was Waiters, and this is going to be based off of one of the many pie fights the Three Stooges are famous for. So what you have to do is throw pies at the other people. And see, the best way to do this is to wait till they raise their hand and then attack. And see, the biggest problem a lot of people have with this game is the controls, and the way they do take some figuring out, but at the end of the day, it's still not as bad. You control Mo with up, you control Curly with left or right, and Larry with down. And I just got countered. And I got countered again. And let's see, you don't want to let them hit you because you hit them, or they hit you 5 times, your game's done. And so let's just get hit some more. And let's see, the easy way to do this is to hold A and then press all the buttons differently, and press the buttons on the D-pad. And right there I did serve all the pies, so I got double the pay. And pretty much how this day goes is you get a mouse trap to the face, but you also get 30 days to pick stuff. And let's see, I landed on the banker, and usually this is a bad thing, but sometimes you can gain some money off it. And it turned out it was a bad thing, he just taunts us. Okay, so next up is going to be Doctors, and this is based off of another classic Three Stooges bit, Men in Black, where they decide to become doctors' aides and transport patients. So what you have to do is get to the operating room as quickly as you can, make sure you don't hit anybody. And also, because the collision detection in this game is kinda wonky, it's pretty easy to run into people when you swear you missed them. Like that. Anyway, you do want to collect these red crosses because that counts as medical supplies. And they just give you some extra bonus money. That was a lot closer than that needed to be. You speed up by mashing up, you slow down by hitting down. And it does pay to be careful here because it's way too easy to hit people if you're going too fast. And let's see, you do have to do this for quite a bit. And I mean, that's pretty much all there is to this game. And I got there with 42 seconds left, so this should be a nice chunk of change. And depending on how much money you get at the end of the game, it alters your ending in some way. And here we're going to be playing the cracker eating contest. This is based off of one bit where oysters were stealing crackers from Curly's soup. So what you have to do is go over to the crackers and eat them before the oysters do. And there are 2 of them hanging around. And unfortunately, whenever an oyster steals a cracker, you get to hear Curly screaming over it. Yeah, that one, he just beat me to it. And later on in the game, they're gonna be, they're gonna get a lot more rare, so you do have to, get to them as quickly as you can. And yeah, that is something that does happen a lot. Alright, well, I only let them take 2, so that one didn't go as bad as it could have. And unfortunately, that Georgia thing is gonna happen pretty frequently. Alright, just get that one. And here's where crunch time happens. You just want to get to that one as quickly as you can, because if you do this properly, you can earn $60 per each cracker you get. So I'm just gonna try and see how far I can get here. Nope. Okay, good. And if you are really good at this, this is one where you can definitely rack up a lot of money. Ah, damn. Alright, well, 650 bucks, still a nice, or still a nice amount for the day. And I hit another mousetrap, that's not good. So I'm already down to 2. This is going incredibly well. Anyway, the reason I'm being kinda careful here is because I want to show off all the events in one game, and yeah, you'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, here's boxing. This is based off a classic bit called Punch Drunks, where for whatever reason Curly goes berserko whenever he hears Pop Goes the Weasel. They do this to get a boxing match with the champ, and then during the match Larry's violin breaks, so now he has to get a radio to play Pop Goes the Weasel. And what you want to do is dodge stuff and jump over stuff. And I did not do a good job on that ladder, or that hydrant. And also running around random naked people who are here for some reason. And this is like Crashing the Boys, where you have to, dude, I'm doing terrible here. Anyway, where you have to, mash left or mash right to go forward. And then you also do have to, avoid a lot of stuff. And once again, the game's wonky collision detection is going to be a problem, especially when you trip over 2 things at once. Okay, that was my own fault. Let's see if I can jump over this one. Alright, well, at least the thing is you have to make it here before the 6th round. And, see, am I even gonna make it before the 5th? Geez, that went horrible. But at least I was able to make it back by the 4th round, and you end up playing Pop Goes the Weasel and winning the match. So either way, I am getting some more money here, so that's all fine and good. And here we are at trivia. And basically all this is asking questions about the Stooges and, you know, all the stuff they do. It's more of a history thing. And to answer the questions, you hold left to answer A, and then down for B, and right for C, and then press A. So I'm just gonna go with A for this one. And you get a voiceover that says you're right or wrong, so that's all fine and good. And, yeah, not. And you get 200 bucks for every question you answer right, so that's all fine and good. So let's select some more stuff. And here we're at the question mark, which can literally be anything. Instead we get a bonus money, or we get some bonus money, which is all good. So yeah, I want to get that finger pointing one with Mo and Curly. And I did end up doing just that, so what this does is that you're going to need to do this for slowing down the hand or speeding up the hand, depending on how you do it. And what you want to do is use left and right and A and B, and you can also use the diagonals to attack them. And then, oh, or you're not. And then also the slower you get, the better that is for you. Because later on there are going to be a lot more mousetraps running around, and later on it's going to be tougher to get to the games you want to get to. And there are still a few more things I want to show off, but I'll just cut until I get there. So thanks to that special offensive onslaught, I ended up getting $1,000 in the wager game. And later on I might try and record just for fun to see how far I get. And that should be fun to watch. Well, for you guys, maybe not for me. Also, one thing I did forget to mention for the doctor game, you do want to stay behind the cart as much as you can. Alright, well here's the money, so you get bonus money, which is all fine and good. And yeah, this is definitely a game that a lot of people do have trouble with at first, but once you get used to it, this is actually a fun game to play. I mean, I've heard nothing but bad things from reviewers and Let's Players, so that's one of the reasons why I am playing it. You know, just to do this game a little bit of justice. But there are actually people who do like this game. And it is something that can be fun once you get used to it. But like I said before, a lot of the biggest problems people have with this game is the controls. And now that I'm halfway through the game, might as well get something, or address something that does need to be addressed at some point, and that is the state of reviewing in general. And one thing I do have, one problem I do have with a lot of the reviews of this game, is that a lot of people hate the game because they don't know how to play it. And that's just one problem I have with reviewers in general, is that, or some reviewers, is that if you're gonna rip on a game, can you at least know how to play it first? Because there are certain things that they do end up missing. And at the end of the day, I did talk about in Crazy Castle 4 that there are some games that could end up being left in the dirt because of some of the things reviewers have to say. So that's just something I wanted to address. But here I am in the Cracker game again. You know, just having fun with it. And here we are, it's safe, and this is actually another game that, depending on what you get, you either get really lucky or you get really screwed. One of those two. And basically what happened here was a safe fell on Curly's head. And we get rewarded. Because sometimes you could end up losing $1,000 because the asshole banker says that, oh, now you owe me $1,000 for the safe. So that's just something else that can happen during the game. And now that I've gotten more than $9,000, I'm actually guaranteed the second best ending, which is something I will show off in due time. I mean, we'll just get to that when we get to it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep that part in. I just wanted to show it off. Anyway, here you have a hand that's going to tell you to go to the next set of spaces. And this is something that you do want to use if you see something you don't like. And really all this does is just flip the board over to the next set of stuff. So I put together another pretty awesome day at the Waiters. And this is one thing, if you are really good at it, you can rack up a lot of money with it really quick. So now that we're up to 30 days, let's just go ahead and finish this off, and after 30 days you get whatever ending. Or until after you hit 4 mousetraps, whichever one comes first. And I do have enough for the second best ending. For the best ending you need more than 20,000, which I actually came pretty close to getting. You know what, I might actually try and get the best ending at some point legitimately. And now for one of the endings you can get in this game. And I came pretty close, but just came up short. So here they pay the rent and they repaired the money, or repaired the house. And all it says is just end. Now that we're here, I might as well show off the worst ending. So yeah, that's kind of a downer. Well, now that we're here, let's get the average ending. And here you end up paying the rent. And then unfortunately they can't pay for repairs. Give her a foot, she wants a yard. And I just put a safe state on with the best ending, so might as well show it off while I can. And I actually am gonna try and get the best ending without using safe states. So I'm gonna see if I can do that. I mean, I might try that sometime later, but we'll just have to see. And also I did mention that you can use the diagonal down left or down right to do those kicks and those eye gouges. They are very useful. So let's go ahead with the best ending. So the Three Stooges end up getting brides, which is all fine and good. And also there's that voiceover. And so yeah, that was pretty much all for the Three Stooges, and this is definitely an odd game, but still they did a lot of things right well with digitized images, which was actually very advanced for the NES. And there were voiceovers, and they did a good job staying loyal to the Three Stooges license. And this is one game I've said before that gets ripped on an awful lot, and it does have its flaws, but at the end of the day, if you need a good half hour to kill, then, well, this is one game you might want to look at just for fun. But anyway, that has been it for the Three Stooges. I might upload me trying to get the best ending run with no commentary, but yeah, I might do that soon. But either way, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.